Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Selinux Crypto. Hope you're all doing great and welcome to this new video and your daily update, of course. On Jasmy, wanted to do a full update here. Wanted to talk about some fundamentals because we did have, I would say, some fundamentals or at least some sort of event yesterday that usually in more bullish market circumstances would have caused some sort of a reaction for Jasmy. Could still come. All right, we have seen in the past that Jasmy reacts a little bit slow to news that's relevant for Jasmy, or at least that I think is relevant for Jasmy. So we'll talk about that, but the fundamentals are quite interesting, therefore, to talk about. But I have changed my mind slightly on the technicals. All right, I am slightly more bearish than I was yesterday. So we'll talk about everything. All right, we'll talk about everything you need to know. For now, let's get right into it. The main news that I wanted to talk about is Sony buying, or at least Sony restarting the Japanese crypto exchange, Whalefin. Now, this is very indirectly bullish, but we have seen in the past with the news of the Japanese government, I think, working with Apple and doing something which people said Jasmy was tied into as well. I am not sure if Jasmy was actually tied into that, but usually what you see is that positive news from Japan, and Jasmy being the biggest and the most prominent crypto project in Japan, usually you see some sort of a correlation there. All right, so if you get that positive news, that Jasmy also does well. And I think initially, if you look at some sort of a pump we had yesterday in the morning and yesterday afternoon, you can see some sort of reaction here. Maybe a bit of front running, but the reaction was very weak. All right, we had two little spikes here, but overall, and this is also partially the reason why I've changed my mind on Jasmy. Like in the past, this would cause much more momentum, and you can see that the open interest is going up here, so something is brewing. But the momentum that we're gaining, right? So you can see the open interest here is going up, so people are actually opening positions on Jasmy. But what you want to see, like the momentum build up you want to see, is that more and more long positions are being opened, so that people are actually buying Jasmy with leverage. And that's not what's going on, all right? It's very mixed. Like it's long positions, but it's also short positions. It's just in general what's going on here is that more people are trading Jasmy, but it's not really momentum in one way or another. And then if we look at, if you take into a consideration the fundamentals of yesterday, the reaction we had based on that, and then the technicals, like for me, what I said before is that we are consolidating, right? But for me right now, it's getting a little bit more clear that we are actually still trending down. And that's, if you zoom out, I think this looks a little bit more like a real downtrend. If you zoom in, looks a little bit more like a consolidation. But you can see as well, these waving lines here in the middle, which are the EMAs, are slowly but surely dropping down. All right, which means the average price is getting lower, which means that I think technically, also taken into account the weakness we've seen due to the fundamentals yesterday, or the weakness after strong fundamentals, I should say, I think it's most likely that that we will make a lower low into this level right here at 2.6 and 2.5. And I've said that countless times, but I think if we get a solid reaction from there, if we gain some momentum from there, I will buy there. It's technically a very strong support level at 2.5 cents, or 2.55 cents, I should say. It's a very strong support level, so getting some sort of a reaction from there could be the start of a new rally. But for now, I do think dropping down there is most likely. It's of course always possible, like I said, that the reaction to the news is a bit lagging, and that we'll have it later. And apart from that, like the momentum increasing like this is an indication of something going to happen, right? It could also be a short squeeze. So yeah, it's definitely possible that Jasmy squeezes here and does some sort of a move up. But unless that move up breaks above 3.15 cents, I think it's most likely will just drop down later. All right. So those are my thoughts. That's what I think you need to know. If you do have any questions, let me know down in the comments. For now, thank you for watching. Take care and bye.